Hi everyone, welcome to episode 28 of Nifty Knitting Ninja Podcast. I am your host, Abigail Wright. I can be found on Instagram as abigail.wright. I can also be found on Ravelry as I'm a Knitting Ninja, where we also have a group called Nifty Knitting Ninja Podcast, and I would be delighted if you came and joined us. So how is everybody this week? I know that I haven't recorded weekly like usual. I've been very sick. Between working and having some very stressful issues, I've had the stomach flu and I just feel horrible. Just so bad. So that's why I haven't recorded. I'm sorry. Uh, but this is a knitting podcast, so let's get to the knitting. Before that, though, I will do my weekly shout out to Mitzi Curry, Michelle Funk, Lucy B., RSDS8989, and Helen S. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to spend time with me. If you're a new viewer, then sit back, grab a beverage and you're knitting, and I hope that you enjoy the show. So yeah, the first thing that I'm going to show you guys, and I have not got much progress on this because it is still being... Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I got a mess. It's still being a gray slog. My father-in-law's hat that he ordered. And yes, I did make that progress keeper myself. Knitting queen. But this is being worked on a size US 3. I'm sorry, I don't know the metrics. I forgot all of them. Sorry. But yeah, it's just got that gray at the bottom and then that dark gray up top. And I did about an inch. That's kind of sad. But it's a gray slog. It never grows. I have to work 8 inches up, and I think it's only at like 6.5. So yes, I know it's only an inch and a half to go, but seriously, it's going on forever. And this is just Knit Picks Wool of the Andes, 100% Peruvian wool. In, I believe it's the sport weight. And the bottom color, this light gray here, is Dove Heather, and the dark gray is Ash. So yeah, not a whole lot of work on that. Not a whole lot of work on this either. This is being knit in Premier Yarns Wool Free Sock in the colorway Rainforest, I believe. And it's the Hitchhiker by Martina Bem. And I'm doing the eyelet variation on this one. I actually started this on my birthday because I got the pattern gifted to me not on this last birthday, but the birthday before that, on my 20th. So yeah. And this is so gorgeous and squishy and soft, and I love it, and I don't know why I can't force myself to finish it and work on it. I don't know, but this is being worked on a US 2 2.75 millimeter. And yes, I did make this little birdhouse progress keeper as well. Let's see. Get it to turn a little bit. Nope, not going to. Okay. But yeah, I got almost 2 repeats. Yeah, that's kind of sad as well. Oh my gosh, I got a big mess here is what I've got. I don't have knitting to show you. I have a huge mess apparently. This is Mom's sock, still slogging through the first one. And I changed back to my Knit Picks Caspian 32 inch. It's either a 32 or a 40 inch. Caspian wood needles from Knit Picks. These are my favorites. And they're size 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. But yeah, I was doing it, if you guys remember, I was doing it on the 9-inch circular, and I hated it. To me, it felt like it was stretching out the stitches, and it was hurting my hands, and I don't like it. I'm thinking about giving it another go, because, first impressions, you kind of gotta get used to it to see if you really like it or not. So I'm gonna give that another go, just not on this sock. But yeah, got a few stripes done after the heel. That's it, maybe an inch. A little bit of work on everything, which is it's ridiculous for as much time as I've had working on stuff. What else do I want to talk about? Okay. This is in my new project bag. I use the holiday bag tutorial from Nicole of Hue Loco. By the way, if you guys do not watch her podcast, head on over to Hue Loco on YouTube and watch it. She is amazing. I love her. I enjoy her podcast so much. And she also has a website, hueloco.com, where she sells her beautiful, beautiful hand-dyed yarns. But I'm a little disappointed with this bag, and it's not the pattern. The pattern is amazing. It's great. It's genius, but it's user error on my part. Because, see, I didn't catch the seams good enough, and it's coming apart at the seam right there a little bit, and then this side is like completely falling apart. And this bag would have been gorgeous. I mean, it is gorgeous if it wasn't falling apart at the seams, and that's totally my fault. Totally my fault. But it's just got a white lining in it. And what I've got in here is my Monica shawl by Millie Vint. Oops, I'm showing it to you backwards, sorry. And I believe I have one more repeat of chart 3A to go. And yes, I made that stitch marker as well. And I just love it. And I'm lagging on this too, and I really need to force myself to work on it. That's why I started it so early on, because I have 7 months till my wedding. I knew that I was going to slack, and I needed a lot of time to get this done. I need to get my butt in gear with it. But I don't know how well you guys can see that. If it'll focus, it might help. There we go. That little bead right there. Those are little glass beads with a rainbow shine on them from Fire Mountain Gems. That was in my order from Knit Picks, and this yarn is Knit Picks Bear, and I believe it's... Ooh, I don't know. I forgot. I'm sorry. It is a lace weight, though, and it's being worked on a size US 4, 3.5 millimeter, 40-inch circular. So, I mean, it's gorgeous, beautiful, and I want it, so I really need to... You guys hold me to getting this finished soon. If I show you on the next podcast that I haven't gotten very far, you guys get on to me about it. Kick my butt into getting it finished, because I need some motivation to finish it. I don't know why I don't want to work on it, I just don't. Oh man. Another knitting no-no to do, don't zip your yarn up in the zipper. That's how my week has been going. Ugh. Okay, enough with the negativity. Let's see if I can get this over here without making a huge mess. What I've also been working on that I've been dragging my feet. I don't know, it's almost been like I've been in a finishing mode, but I don't want to work on anything. So, this is my Noodle by Susan Claudino, which I got gifted for my birthday this year. And yes, I am using T-pins to hold all of his parts on. That sounded bad. All of his limbs. There's his ear and his snout, and he's got one arm done and a little tail right there. He's got a leg. I'm working on the second leg, and I'm going to go back up to hope to match the colors pretty close. I'm going to do his second leg, his second arm, and then his other ear, and then I'm going to sew them together. But yeah, I've just been dragging on him, and I don't know why, because he is adorable. He's just so cute. So, and this is being worked on a US 2, which is 2.75 millimeter, is that what I said? Yeah, and it's being worked with Premier Yarns Garden, I believe, in the Gems colorway. All of my project info is on my Ravelry page if anybody wants to go look. But yeah, that's getting drug on. And my last whip is this. And it doesn't look like much right now, I know. But this is being worked on a G hook, which is supposed to be a 4 millimeter. This one says 4.25 millimeter. I'm making the Lacy Basket by Heather Sebastian. And again, this is on my Ravelry page. And what I'm gonna do is I'm making something special for Mother's Day. I'm trying to get ahead of the game this year, and because it's got after you're done knitting the side, then you knit a little bit or you crochet a little bit more, and then it folds down in a flap. And on the edge of that flap is a lacy edging. I'm gonna alter it a little bit and make ribbon holes so that I can thread my coordinating color of ribbon through the ribbon holes, and then I'm going to make a coordinating washcloth or two to go in here, and then I'm going to put a candle and maybe a little thing of body wash in here, and it's going to be like a really great Mother's Day gift. And I'm also planning on putting like a little flower pin like on the edge. But this is just being worked out of Red Heart Nasty Acrylic. It's great for making stable things like this though. And that is all for my whips. Now, I do have a few FOs, and I made this one particularly so that I could enter it in the, sorry, my monitor is going off. Enter it into the Little Alongs being hosted by Xena of Little Yellow Uke podcast and Danny from Little Bobbins. It's a bunny cube! Look. Oh, it's so cute. And I did use some of my indie dyed yarn to knit this up with, my sock yarn. I don't have a colorway or a name for it, so yeah. And I use 8mm safety eyes and scrap sock yarn for the nose. I think that just turned out precious and adorable. But this is the Bunny Cubes pattern by, oh, I'm sorry, the Lacy Basket was by Wello Yarns Design Team. This one's by Heather Sebastian. Sorry. Giving credit to wrong people for wrong things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put that up, make a few more and put those up in my shop because they're really quick and easy, and Easter's coming up. Also, I am going to put these up in the shop for Easter. These are my two Bon Bon Bunnies. This one is the floral one, floral colorway. This one's made in cotton yarn. And this one, whoops, let's see if you can see the eyes there. This one's just in Red Heart acrylic and it's made in the Blizzard colorway with a little gray tail. So those are gonna go up in the shop soon for Easter. My fiance is coming tomorrow and he'll probably get pictures done Friday, so those will be up soon. Those weren't a recent finished object though. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. And ta-da! I finished my sockhead hat, which is showing up way, way more orange than what it actually is. Well, it's a pretty bright orange. Not that bright. Let's see if we... Well... I don't know. It's either too dark or it's too light. Well, that's a pretty good representation. It's a bright, bright orange with brown flecks, and I love it. The yarn is a little bit ropey, a little bit rough, so I am planning on giving it a bath and a good block. But yeah, there's the decreases, and I just love it. I'm gonna put it on for a second, so bear with me real quick. I just, I love this hat. I love it so much. And just, I have actually had my glasses on earlier and I decided to put this hat on. And my brother comes up to me and he's like, "You look like a hipster." And I'm like, "That's not what I was going for. That's not what I want to be." But okay. Um, but yeah, I really love this. And again, this is the Sockhead hat by Kelly McClure. As you can see, I did not do all 4 inches of ribbing. I don't like super long ribbing, even the fold over. So I usually end up cutting the amount in half. I did 2 inches. But yeah, so that's done. And this was in another indie dyed yarn by Donna Dewberry Designs, Donna of Dewberry Ridge. So go check her out. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of stash enhancement, not a whole lot. This, I can't remember the brand or name of this. I think it might be Yarn Bee. But this black yarn is not new. It's from my stash and I've had it. But hang on a second, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with this. I got all of this Karen Simply Soft yarn because I love the Simply Soft. It truly is soft and squishy. Even though it's acrylic, so it's easy to wash too. That's what I love about it. This is the colorway Grape. And it's showing up more lilac than... These are all like neon colors, like a neon purple. Well, maybe just a shade off of neon, but it's pretty bright. This is Limelight. Sorry about the crinkling. I keep them in the bag so they don't get dirty. This is Blue Mint. And this is Watermelon. And I hadn't realized this when I ordered it. I ordered all fruit colors or food, so I'm calling it my fruit salad jumbo shawl. And this is also on my project page on Ravelry, but I started making a Exploration Station shawl by Stephen West. I started making that, and I was using the size US 6, which is 4mm, and it was like bulletproof. It was really tight. I didn't like the gauge. So I ripped it all out, and I'm going up to a 9, and I'm seeing if that loosens it up and gives me a fabric that I like. But yeah, these 4, hold on, let's try not to have a... It's gonna happen anyway! We're gonna have a yarn out. But yeah, these 4 with this black. Like I said, you can see better pictures and color representations on my Ravelry project page. But yeah, is that all that I have to talk about this week? I think so. Otherwise, I want to really encourage you guys to join me in the Ravelry group. I was having a Ricky hat knit along this month, but nobody seemed interested, nobody commented or wanted to participate, so that kind of flopped. But yeah, come on over, join me, comment, start threads, don't be shy. Come interact with me. I would love it if you did. Even on here in the comments below, just comment and interact with me or send me PMs on Ravelry, and I would be so delighted if you would, especially, I've had some kind comments from a couple of my viewers, and it just makes my whole week. If I'm having a rough week, it really just makes my week. So, with that being said, I guess I will stop chattering on. I will try to get up enough ambition to finish a lot of these projects by next week. And with that, I hope that everybody has a great week. Happy knitting. Happy sipping of whatever beverage you like. Yeah, just have a lovely week, and I will see you again next week. Bye.